Hi everyone and welcome to Defi Daily, the channel where every day we talk about DeFi, going through different analysis, tutorials and news. Today we are going to talk about Osmosis. Osmosis it has its own blockchain, but even so is part of the Cosmos ecosystem because it is built on top of the Cosmos SDK. Today we will go through the platform, what kind of services they are offering, what are the opportunities that this ecosystem is offering us, but also what are some problems that we will discuss together. Before to start, I would like to ask you to subscribe to the channel and please leave me also a thumbs up to help me spread the word, reach more people and grow the channel. It is just a small action, but I would be really grateful if you leave me a thumbs up and I really appreciate it. A quick disclaimer, always remember that all the contents in this channel are just for educational purpose and nothing has to be intended as a financial advice. Do always do your own research before investing in anything. Okay guys, we are ready to jump into the topic. And I would like to start with the home page of Osmosis. This is the home page, and as you can see, it is really minimalist because here you can find all the useful links, but at least for what I noticed, it is missing the documentation. It's something that I couldn't believe at first, but I couldn't find anywhere the documentation. Yes, there is the GitHub, there is the Medium, Twitter, Telegram, Discord, and here the governance. Most of the information I have that I found were from the Discord channel, from the previous talks, previous discussion, because there is no documentation. It's something that led me quite upset, let's say so. Anyway, let's jump into the app. All you have to do is just to press Enter the lab. This is the interface that you will find. But before to dig into the platform, I would like to highlight a couple of information in which direction is headed the Osmosis project. And to do this, I would like to use their Medium account, starting from the first article that they have published. As you can see from here, there are not many information, not even on the Medium account, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 articles. There is 4 articles. There is nothing more. So I can understand why they are not communicating at least a bit more. But anyway, maybe they will do it in the next future. As you can see from here, Osmosis is an advanced AMM protocol built using the Cosmos SDK that will allow developers to design, build and deploy their own customized AMM. So the whole focus of Osmosis is building the best experience possible when we are talking about pools and automated market maker. If you want to know more about what is an automated market maker, I will also leave you a link here in the right corner where you can find a complete video where I talk about this kind of topic. What is really nice and what is really innovative by them is that they are introducing a governance mechanism by which each AMM pool's stakeholder can govern and direct their own pools. And it's something that could be really nice because giving the possibility to people to decide the destiny and how a specific pool can work, it is something that is quite new on the market. Not to mention that in this case we are also building some use cases for the Osmosis token, because most of the time when we are talking about AMM, yes, there is the possibility to participate to the governance, but this is something that is not interesting for anybody. Instead, building and giving the possibility to people to govern their own pool, it is something that could be really new on the market and can afford some evolution to what we have seen until now in the whole automated market ecosystem. It is a design for cross-chain assets Always remember that when we are talking about Cosmos, and Osmosis is built on the Cosmos SDK, we are talking about a blockchain that has its own interoperability, because it is already able to interact with all the other Cosmos blockchains, and there are many of them. For example, also the whole ecosystem that will be soon released by Crypto.com is built on top of the Cosmos SDK. So having natively all this integration is something that for sure can be a boost for the single blockchains and all the projects that are built on top of that. As you can see here, it is also customizable course, fees, and other parameters. It means simply that all the elements that are composing the pools, from fees, the way the price is moving, the percentage of each token that you have to have inside that pool, and so on. All of these parameters are customizable, and you can do through the governance of your own LP tokens. As you can find it here, LP governance means exactly this. Also, liquidity provider incentives, you can also decide them. And finally, there are also some talk about the different use cases of the OSMO token. That is the token that is the token of Osmosis. Remember that when we are talking about the OSMO token, it is also the token that is used to pay the fees inside the Osmosis ecosystem and the Osmosis blockchain. So when we are approaching to use the Osmosis application, remember that could be a good idea to have at least some Osmo inside your wallet. Okay, let's have a look to the total value locked inside the platform before going to have a look to more closely to how does it work, the application Osmosis. As you can see right now, the whole total value locked is around 400 million, and it has been growing since the beginning of June, and has reached a maximum of around 500 million. We can notice something similar also from the price of Osmo. As you can see, it has started from June with a price of around 4. It has gone down to 1.20 and has gone up again at the end of September to a price of 7, and now has around $5. But what is more interesting to me is the market cap, the total capitalization. As you can see, when we are talking about the circulating supply, we are talking about a project that already has around 1 billion circulating supply and almost 5 billion in fully diluted valuation. And that's quite a lot, because especially if you try to compare this number with the number of Cosmos, if we go here and we try to have a look to the fully diluted market cap of Cosmos, we are seeing that this market cap, it is only 2 times what we have seen on Osmosis. Not to mention that not even a couple of days ago, the market cap were almost 50% higher. It means that we were around $7.5 billion. What does it mean? It means that or the Cosmos price is pretty much undervaluated, or the Osmosis price is pretty much over-evaluated. I don't know which of them is true. Probably both of them. That's true that Osmosis is working on something that it really has a practical use case, and is something that if they are able to deliver in the right way, it can be really useful to the market, because having a completely customizable AMM, an interoperability between different blockchains, having the possibility to take different kind of assets inside a specific AMM. This is something that really can have an impact on the market, and is something that is needed. So if it's true that Osmosis will be able to deliver it, we can see even a higher capitalization. But just to give you an idea, When we are talking about Uniswap, that is the biggest AMM actually on the market, we are talking about a project that has a capitalization around 15 billion. So it is only 3 times on what we are seeing right now on Osmosis. So yes, it has really a great potentiality, Osmosis, but it has still a lot to demonstrate. Anyway, let's have a look to this platform and let's try to understand how does it work. First of all, to use Osmosis, you need a compatible wallet. What I suggest you to use is Keplr, that is written Keplr, that has also an extension like MetaMask. This is the ones that you are seeing here with the K. And all you have to do, as the same that is happening on MetaMask, you have to choose the network. In this case, you have to select Osmosis and you are done. In order to start using the platform, the first thing that you have to do is deposit some assets inside the platform. To do it, you have to go here on Assets, and it will be opening a page that is like your wallet. From here you can deposit if you don't have anything, and in the moment when you have some assets you want to take out, you want to withdraw them, you can do it just through these two levels here. Let's say that we want to deposit some Cosmos. Let's say let's click on it. In the moment when you have connected your Keplr account and you have already some funds in it, let's say that you have some Cosmos in your Keplr account, it will be auto-completing the level from and to. All you have to do then is just to complete the available balance and choose the amount that you want to transfer. Remember that you can't transfer all of them because a part, even just a small part, is needed to complete the transaction because it is used to pay the fees. Because let's say that you have your Cosmos on the Cosmos blockchain connected to your Keplr account. To move them to your Osmosis blockchain, you need to pay the transaction also on Cosmos, so you can transfer the 100% of your Cosmos. Otherwise, the risk is to the transaction to fail. Once you have done it, you are ready to jump into the platform and start using your funds. Let's say that you want to trade some Atom to some Osmo. All you have to do is the typical swapping feature. You have to choose the amount, and you can see here that the swap fee is 0.3%. Here you have the metrics about the price, and here you have also the estimated slippage. Once you are sure about the data that you have added to this interface, all you have to do is just confirm the transaction, check the gas fees, and confirm it through your wallet. Let's go to the pools that are probably the most interesting feature, because we are obviously talking about a fully customized AMM. And as you can see, there are many kind of different pools. But what is really interesting is that, for example, for the first time we are seeing some pool that has inside CRO, so the token of the Crypto.com app, the Crypto.com famous platform. And as you can see, in this case, we have a pool that is composed by 50% of CRO and 50% of Osmo. This kind of percentage could change pool by pool, because obviously it's something that the governance of a specific pool can decide on how they want to set it. Here it is something that is really important to you to know. As you can see, first of all, you have to add liquidity, obviously, and the adding liquidity feature is the typical feature that you can find on any other DeFi platform. Just select the amount of CRO and Osmo, in this case, that you want to add, and you are done. A nice point is that they have highlighted here clearly the percentage that you have to add for each token. And this is something that I really appreciate, because most of the time you are not maybe sure how much is the percentage for this kind of token, you don't remember maybe, so you have to go back. So sometimes it's quite unuser friendly. In this case, the interface is self-explanatory, and this is something that I loved it. Once you have completed all those fields, all you have to do is just to confirm that transaction. In case you want to remove your liquidity, this is the feature that you will use. Just choose the percentage, confirm, and you are done. But what is more interesting, and you should know, it is this part here. As you can see, the APR, so the amount that you will earn, can change accordingly to the unbonding period. What does it mean? It's like, how much are you in a rush? How fast do you wanna have your funds back? Choosing an unbonding period of 1 day, it means that from the moment when you click unbond, so it's like withdraw your LP tokens, because remember, here you have added the liquidity. Once you have added the liquidity, you have to go to start earning, choose the unbonding period that you want, load the LP tokens that you have, confirm the transaction, and that's okay. But once you want to withdraw them, so you want to take back your LP tokens to go, for example, here on remove liquidity and become again liquid with your 2 tokens, you have to wait or 1 day if you chose the first option, so an unbonding period of just 1 day, 7 days if you chose the second option, or 14 days if you chose the third option. So it is something that you have to think about, because obviously if you choose the 14 days unbonding period, you will receive a much higher APR. APR obviously means not compounding interest. If you want to know more about the difference between APR and APY and which is the best frequency to compound your gains, I will leave you also a link in the right corner here, so you can watch a video where I completely explain it in a really simple way. So it's true that there is a difference in terms of APR, but it's also true that it really depends why you are owning some kind of token. Let's say that you are seeing an important opportunity because you have seen the price of the token that is increasing a lot and you want to sell. Remember that you have a 14 days unbonding period. It's difficult for you to be able to catch that kind of opportunity because you will have to wait 14 days before unbonding before be again liquid with your tokens. So think about it on what is better for you, on which is the strategy and why you are doing something or not something else, and accordingly choose whatever is better for you. Let's go back to pools because there are some other features, a couple other features that I would like to show you. What I really loved about it is that, for example, here they have added also the possibility to create a pool not only with the dollar but also with the euro. So it is nice to see that Osmosis is moving also to add new kind of assets, new kind of opportunities, and different kind of, in this case we are talking about a token that is pegged to a fiat, to the European fiat. And this is something that is quite new for the whole ecosystem. In this case, they are not rewarding you with an APR, so they are not giving you some OSMO token, but they are rewarding you with some NGM token, and here you can find the bonus that you will receive. So as you can see, for each pool there are different rules and different possibility to be rewarded. So every time check really closely what kind of rewards you will receive to be sure that it is something that is good for you and it is coherent with your whole strategy. The airdrop feature is something that is unavailable if you didn't hold a Atom on February 18. If you had your Atom into a wallet at the 18th of February, so even if you haven't already registered into the Osmosis platform, you are able to receive or the airdrop, even if I believe in a reduced amount. Otherwise, if you didn't have Atom at that time, unfortunately there is no airdrop for you. About the assets we have talked at the beginning. The same story applies also for the withdraw feature. If you want to stake, it is something that you can do directly into the Osmosis app, but you have to use your wallet. That's the reason, because when you are clicking on stake, you will be redirected to the Keepler wallet. And once you have entered inside the Keepler, you have to connect your wallet. Obviously, if you are using the Keepler extension, you can do it even from your own wallet. Once you are into your wallet, you have to choose which validator do you wanna join. Once you have choose the validator, all you have to do is stake your Osmo and you are done. Remember that even in this case there is an unstaking period of 14 days. So even in this case, if you want to catch any kind of movements of the price, be aware that you have to wait this kind of time to be liquid again on the market. Right now the yield on the stake is around 160%, and this is something that you can find easily from the extension of the Keepler wallet. Going back to Osmosis, as you can see here, the vote, so the governance feature, is something that it's following the same story, because it's something that is going through also the Keepler wallet. So all you have to do, as previously, just connect your wallet and you will be able to participate to the governance. Finally, here on stats you can find all the metrics related to the Osmosis platform, and you can dig inside here to find all the metrics about pools or tokens. Okay guys, let's summarize what we have seen about Osmosis. When we are talking about Osmosis, we are talking about a project that is focused on building customizable AMM, customizable pool, that has his own blockchain. So the Osmo coin has many different use cases, and it's not just a farming token as many other tokens that we have seen on different DeFi platforms. And this is something that for sure is helping the price, because as we have seen, we are talking about a project that already has almost 5 billion of fully diluted market cap, so quite a lot. It's really interesting that they are also introducing some new kind of assets, like we have seen the euro. It's nice to see other tokens, like for example the CRO token, that usually it's not available into the DeFi ecosystem. And this is something that would be really interesting right now, that also the crypto.org is launching his own DeFi ecosystem, and it would be probably integrating also the various Defi Cosmos platform, because as we said previously, Osmosis is part and it is built on top of the Cosmos SDK. This is the reason why it has his own interoperability between different blockchains. For what is my opinion, I like the way they are moving. I like the concept, and it's something that I find really useful. So I really appreciate and I'm quite bullish about this kind of project. I'm quite upset about the documentation, because it's lacking on many information, and most of the time you have to dig inside different chats on Discord or whatever to find the information that you are needed to use the platform and to better understand in which direction they are headed. Anyway, that's not so surprising, because as always, it is really a new platform that it is just testing, and it is trying to understand in which direction is better to go and how to improve the different features. So guys, if you have any questions, just write me into the comments below, and I would be more than happy to answer to you. And please leave me also a thumbs up to help me spread the word, reach more people and grow the channel. And I will see you tomorrow with another video. Bye guys.